Hey everybody, as y'all make y'all way into the room, let me go ahead and do my intro. Don't forget to do like the little introduction question, all right? Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Movie Bae, and in this video, we are going to be doing the week 5 live discussion for Love Island USA season 7. If this is your first time tuning into the channel, hi, welcome. Here on Movie Bae, I do reviews, reactions, and commentary to movies and television. And if that's the type of content you like, then you are in the right place, especially for Love Island, because I do episodic reviews and weekly lives. And if that's something you're interested in, if you enjoy your time during the live, hit the subscribe button and stick around. All right. Now on this channel, disclaimer alert, nobody's safe. I get on everybody's head. Okay. I'm just letting you know. So your fave might get it, especially because this was a very controversial week. It was a very controversial week. I state my opinions. You are welcome to state your opinions, but we ain't gonna attack each other. We ain't gonna be like those other middle school Love Island fans. We're not gonna be doing it. We grown over here. We're gonna have dialogue. We're gonna have a conversation. Okay. As y'all make your way into the chat. Hey everybody. Shout out to G. If y'all don't know G is my homie, y'all. G is my homie. He also does Love Island. So if you haven't come across his channel, go ahead and subscribe. He just hit 10K. Whoop, whoop. All right. He tells y'all like the video. When you'll come in, thumbs up the video, drop in the chat, let me know that you're here. DM archives, we're gonna get into Sierra and the things of the things. Hey Rod, love you boo. Okay, yeah, okay. So we got our poll question here. Let me go ahead and get my big face out of the way. We have one more week left of Love Island USA season 7. Oh my God, thank Jesus. How many of y'all are ready for it to end? Me. All right. So that's why I asked this question. Are you, 1, still loving this season? 2, you're enjoying it. You know, you're not in love, but you enjoy it. 3, meh, it's neither here nor there. 4, you're officially hate watching. That's where I'm at. I'm officially hate watching this. Or 5, do you not watch it at all? and you just watch the reviews. You know, regardless if it's me, G, Jamie, that's me, anybody. Maybe you just watch the reviews only because you can't stomach this season anymore. And I feel like it's for a number of reasons. And we're going to get through that today. All right. So Roderick said he is hate watching. Same. D is like, meh, it's here nor there. Hey, Sim, welcome to the chat. We're back. All right. Mess season. This season is trash. Well, you guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. If you're new here, what we do is we start with the tea. We usually go through bombshells, but we haven't gotten any new bombshells this week. So we're just going to do tea and we're going to get into the topics. All right. So here we go. Let me turn this audio down. The background music. Is the background music loud? I feel like it's loud. I feel like I'm yelling. Turn it down just a smidge. All right, here we go. What's tea? First and foremost, even though we are not 100% sold on this season, I guess because of the success of season 3 and TikTok, honestly, because of the success of season 3, season 6 and TikTok, I feel like this season is, at an all-time high, record-breaking numbers, and that is what I believe that I got this from Deadline, if I'm not mistaken. That's what they reported. All right, so it says, and of course with the voting. All right, so in addition to voting, the Love Island USA app has other quizzes and interactive opportunities to engage with fans. So basically, the Love Island app is the number 1 in the app stores. Yup. Season 7 has grown in average more than 100,000 unique users every day, and that number just keeps getting larger since Tuesday when we had the vote about the, who would you rather go on a vacation with, who would you trust with your secrets. That was Tuesday morning or Tuesday afternoon, and then your favorite Islander was Tuesday night after the episode premiered. So on that day, they said that more than 1 million users downloaded and used the app. As of publication, the app has surpassed 5.5 million unique users. So 5.5 people have this app and participated in the polls. Deadline understands that about 82% of the app users are in the 18 to 24 demographic. No tea, no shade. If y'all know me, I am not in that 18 to 24 age range. But honestly, I feel like that is the demo of this show because it's a lot of Gen Z slang on this particular season as well. And the cast, they're Gen Zs, right? So that's the age range, right? But I also feel like that's why a lot of things are happening in this specific season. All right. It says, this tracks with the fact that Love Island USA is one of the youngest skewing titles on Peacock with a majority of viewers under 30. I guess I am, what's the word I'm looking for? Anomaly? Is that the word I'm looking for? Because I'm over 30. So it's not many of us out there. But we out there. Okay. And I guess with your fan base, a majority of them, 82%, not having their frontal lobe developed, that's probably why we are in the predicament that we are in today. So let's proceed. Season 7 has also been performing particularly well with the mobile viewing, boosting Peacock's biggest mobile audience of all time for an entertainment series, with nearly 30% of all viewing for Love Island USA occurring on mobile devices. Further illustrating the popularity of this season, the Love Island USA app, is number 1 in the Apple stores, and Peacock is sitting at number 4, I guess for download the app. The second most popular app right now is ChatGPT. And a lot of people are using ChatGPT to analyze the cast of Love Island USA 7. It's crazy, y'all. It's crazy, all right? So I'm going to get into y'all comments, and I'm going to give y'all my thoughts and opinions on that particularly. I was enjoying it, maybe even hate watching until Shelly accepted Huda's week's apology. We're going to talk about it. I do feel like that was production-led. I really do. The fans, here we go. The new fans in production changing up the formula are biggest reasons I hate this season, but mostly the fans. My mentality is crazy. Super insane. So I feel like production, ever since Yulissa left, I feel like production has been scrambling. And because this is a big season and there's a lot of different things going on online, it started with Huda's crash out. I'm not going to hold you. It started with Huda's crash out because of how she was treating Jeremiah, she was receiving a lot of hate online. So they kind of had to go into crisis mode, right? I can bet my bottom dollar that production pulled her to the side, had her talk to a psychologist, and they are helping her with this redemption arc, because it had gotten to the point where, y'all know, it was a lot of hate online, and then a lot of people were like, hey, you know, at the end of the day, they're still human. Meg Thee Stallion even had to come on and let people know, like, they're still human at the end of the day. And then a lot of people were messaging Peacock, messaging Love Island, saying, we are concerned for her mental health. Y'all need to remove her from the show so she can grow. Y'all need to remove her from the show so she can get help. And then a lot of people were concerned, well, if y'all gonna leave her on the show, what are y'all gonna do to make sure that she's prepared for this hate that she gets when she comes out of the villa? It started with Huda. It really did. And then ever since then, I feel like production is trying to, I feel like they're editing out a lot of things. They're I'm not gonna say dumbing down, but like certain challenges that we used to get, like the America Says challenge, they had to tweak that. I'm not even sure if we're gonna get a movie night. I'm surprised that they did the mailbox challenge. Honestly, I feel like that was their way of getting one out of the Friendship Island bullshit, as well as, well, let's get some drama. Some of the Islanders might feel the same way that America feels. So we're not going to let America say it because America's going crazy right now. We're going to let y'all say it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like because of all the stuff online, they have had to go back, tweak, and change this entire season. And it's not the Love Island that we're used to. Granted, I've only seen one complete season prior to this one. But it's just not the same vibes. You know, it's the cast. They came in gaming from jump. And then you had Huda with the online hate. It's a lot of factors that go in to why this season has basically tanked, and why I don't know if I'm going to watch another season. Sendal says, I'm really just waiting on Big Brother so I can stop being so invested. Yes, and I am also recovering. I'm also reviewing Big Brother as well. So now my thing with Big Brother though, if I get bored, bro, I do stop. Just like last season, I think I did half the season and then I stopped. The season prior, I just did a season review. I reviewed the whole season at the end because I do like to binge watch too. I feel like Big Brother is something I need to binge watch for real. But I do plan on doing the Big Brother reviews. So if you're new here, subscribe for that. Stick around for that. All right. And Traders as well. Traders gonna be in January, February though. But y'all know I do competition shows for sure. This season sucks because they turned Love Island into a game show. Love Island is not a game show. Nobody was talking about gameplay last season. Ace got everybody thinking there's a formula to this, and I agree with that too. It's definitely a mixture of things, but that for sure. And I do believe Ace came in with that rhetoric, trying to give people game on how to play or do Love Island, and the idea of love was kind of lost. Matter of fact, let me say this. With the success of season 6, I feel like season 7 cast came in with the mentality, I can blow up from this. Because y'all know how loved season 6 was, and how a lot of them, damn near all of them, have brand deals, especially the couples, right? Serena and Cordell. I don't really follow Leah. Y'all know I don't really see for her. But Janae and Kenny, they were at Raising Cane's out here last summer, doing a meet and greet, because they had little sponsorship with them. I feel like when casted for season 7, they had that idea that they could blow up. All right. And in order to do that, we got to have a game plan, Ace, right? This is how you play this game. And then now everybody, instead of looking for love genuinely, they're looking for clout, and they're looking to get to the end so they can hopefully get some brand deals out of this thing. And that is part of why this season is not hitting like they probably think it's hitting. I've seen a 12-year-old voting for Huda. Our generation is done. Oh, that's your generation? I'm sorry for you. Our future, I'm concerned. I'm in education, and I am genuinely concerned for when I go back to school. I feel like I avoid conversations like this because they talk about baddies and stuff too. I avoid conversations like this, but it's really gonna make me feel like, do I have to preach? Do I have to preach? Because y'all, this is not healthy. But one thing though, I'm giving y'all my business. But one thing though, what I do like about how they're voting and then they're debating or arguing online, I hope they bring that same energy into the classroom. I really do. I hope that they do. I'm not even gonna hold you. I hope that y'all are so vocal and participate just like y'all did this summer with Love Island. I was watching like on TikTok live. She sounded like a kid. That's why I'm assuming she's a kid. But it was one girl said her opinion, and the other girl said, "Actually, I disagree." And I was like, "Okay, sentence starter. We love that. We love that. So bring that energy and apply it to life." Not with necessarily like your reasonings, but like the framework of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, having passion, being opinionated, articulating your thoughts, having dialogue. Good things can come from this, but it's the mindset that I'm concerned about. Could have ruined the whole season. I stand by that. She definitely played a big part. Coulda should have been gone and maybe came back another season. Oh, please no. Oh God, no. Even if she left early, oh God, no. You don't deserve to come back, because in my personal opinion, that day when she called Jeremiah a PAB, I feel like that's when she really went too far. And I feel like she should have been reprimanded for that. I really do. I don't think that she really deserved a second chance. I don't think that she really deserved a redemption arc, because you showed your ass. You were bullying this boy. You were bullying this guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is not baddies. Oh, my bad. People being strategic is not new on Love Island. They've been doing that. And many cast members from past seasons have said that couples definitely talk about strategy. Production doesn't show those. I don't deny it, because it is a competition show. I mean, at the end of the day, if you're getting money at the end, it's a competition. If there are winners and a prize, it is a competition show. So I'm pretty sure that there is some, gameplay for sure. I just think that the gameplay was showing this season, which is an issue. Even if they're not showing us strategic conversations, we can tell that this is their mindset. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's kind of a difference. To me, like I told y'all before, especially if y'all not new to the live, strategy when it comes to Love Island is making sure that I'm cool with everybody. So that way, when there's a recoupling, I'm going to get chose. To me, that's strategy. If there's an elimination and I'm vulnerable, I need to steal somebody's man. That is the strategy that needs to be done in Love Island. It's not, let's break up all the happy couples so we can make it to the end. What? That's crazy. That's so heartless. Wait, hold up. Why you don't like Leah? I think she's overrated as well, by the way. I didn't like Leah for the same reasons I don't like Huda. Granted, Leah is not as bad as Huda, but she's just not my type of girl. I didn't like when she. Oh, it's a lie. Y'all go, because I'm about to lose a lot of people on this one. I didn't like Leah because one, she called Rob a B, and like I said, if the roles were switched, I don't stand by that, because if the roles were switched, it would be, oh, he called her, oh, he disrespectful. Oh. No, stop calling that man a B. And then you call him a B and you still was on his dick. Like, no, I don't. No. Same way I feel about Huda and Alandria when they said it too. To me, Leah, I don't know, bro. She was just giving me this, you don't really act like that for real energy. I just didn't really see it for her. I didn't. I just didn't. Some people just not your type of people, and she not my type of people at all. All right, exactly. They shouldn't have put the strategic gameplay in the show. Pepe's pants always. He's so tall. He's like 6'7", 6'5". I noticed he tries to cuff them, but they're not prepared for the big boy road rule. No, yeah, because he like 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". He up there too. So yeah, no, they pants don't really fit. I think that's all I gotta say. Oh, because I have something like a platform, I gotta put out that if you or anybody I feel like I'm doing like a medical commercial. If you or anybody has suffered from mesothelioma, no, I was playing. Don't be bullying these people online. I feel like it's never that crucial. I do YouTube videos, so I'm gonna state my opinion, but you will never catch me going to Huda's page, and y'all know I don't see it for Huda at all, but you'll never catch me going to her page, typing in her comment section about how horrible she is. You'll never catch me sending her DMs, sending her death threats. Like, it's not that crucial. It's not that serious to be in them people business like that. I'm not looking up your family. I'm not trying to look up your address and dox you from this. And people call CPS on her. Somebody tried to get Nick nursing license revoked. Like, y'all doing too much. And if it's kids doing this, y'all need to put that same energy into learning how to read, because why is the average reading level, literacy level of America is 6th grade reading level? Like, I need to put that same energy into learning how to read. Like, what the? It's getting weird out here. It's getting weird, and I'm concerned. I'm just saying. So yeah, opinions are one thing. Attacking people is another thing. And nobody should be standing by that. And especially as older people that have platforms, we really need to push that rhetoric out there. When it comes to content that I post, I don't even engage with those ignorant comments, because I either block and delete, or I just leave it there, because what they want is attention. What they want is to argue. And I'm not even going to give you that. You're going to be arguing with yourself in the comment section. I'm not even going to give you that. Like it, because thank you for dropping a comment to engage with the video. Appreciate you. But I'm not even going to give you that energy that you want. Not. Because that is what they want. If we stop feeding into these hate trains, they'll die down. Facts. Because they want to argue. They want to, keep it going. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's that on the season, and how I feel like the season, the fans ruined the season, production ruined the season, and the cast has ruined the season. And like I said, I'm hate watching at this point. It's almost over though. We got 1 week left, and we'll talk about predictions at the end of the video. Now let's go ahead. Yeah, people calling them ugly. Just, and it's a lot of hypocrisy. Because how, and I don't know if it's the same people exactly, but how 1 minute Alandria is the people's champ, Nicolandria, Alandria, fan fave. Clark come in, get with Taylor. Now they talking about Clark. She looked like this. She looked like that. And then when Shelly and Alandria get backlash, now it's, we gotta protect black women, and Clark is a black woman. Like, I don't know if it's the same people who's saying the same, but it's like, pick up your side. That's why I know that. That's how I know that their kids are unstable adults. That's exactly how I know. Because if it's protect black women, it's protect all black women all the time, not just your faves. You know what I'm saying? Granted, I don't agree with this at all. People attacking them because they held your fave accountable, and then you see the next episode they make up, and your fave is asking for people to hold her accountable. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Nobody is a girl's girl, and I fucking hate that term. This show has made me hate that term. Girl bullshit. No. I'm a girl to my girl. I'm a girl's girl to my girls. Nah, I'm just playing. I think I consider myself a girl's girl until you piss me off. Then I'm on your head. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, it has to be like a direct attack at me for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. I honestly feel bad for Clark. She legit just came in, made a connection, and is getting hated on. People, right? That was weird to me as well. All right, let's go ahead and get into Sierra, so we can get into the storylines of the season. This will be it for our tea. I got my dog in here, so I'm trying to make sure he ain't doing nothing he ain't supposed to be doing. Hold on. All right. Girls love bombing. Yes. Girls love bombing, exploring, chat. I'm sick of all of this. Oh, yup. There's no love on Love Island. Right. Usually when women use those terms, that the first one to turn it back on the other one. Girl from Big Brother that sent home. Oh yeah, I hate it. Ooh, I didn't see it for that girl. Ooh, this is why they never let a real one on TV, I swear. This is why they never let a real one on TV. I swear it. Because that girl and her little minion, whoever that boy was too, didn't like them. I did. And poetic justice. I say that. God don't play. Your enemies will become your footstool. That's what they say, right? You better sit your butt down somewhere before you can put up. All right, let's talk about Sierra. So a lot of fans are outraged at Sierra. They found that she used a racial slur and they want her off the show. Okay, let's talk about what the slur is. And I gotta put this in here because how TV works, it don't happen like that. All right, so let's talk about it real quick. Sierra made a post. I don't know how old this was, but it was on like her story highlights. And she stated, Botox isn't for everyone, but I love it for me. I am incredibly expressive with my face, and I catch myself frowning for no reason throughout the day when I'm focusing on something or thinking too hard. LOL. I can also be a little slur when I laugh, smile. So I love getting a mini brow lift to open up my eyes and get that snatch look. This is not me encouraging, but whatever, sharing. I don't know what this is. So yes, my thoughts on this. I do not doubt that Sierra doesn't know the meaning of the word. Based on how she used it, she knows what it means, right? I do think though that she doesn't understand the history attached to that word. That is my honest opinion. So would I call it racist? No. Would I call it ignorant? Yes. And I feel like the good that came from this is now the world knows, or a big part of the world, especially all the Love Island people, knows that this is an offensive, derogatory term. Okay. I say that because one, she's 24, 25, and a lot of context gets lost behind slurs. It does. Even with the N-word. People know it's a derogatory term, but they like to say, oh, well, I didn't mean it like that. Oh, it's just a word. Like they try to take the context out of it. So down the line, context is lost. You know what I'm saying? I'm damn near 10 years older than her. I know the history of the word. I don't think she knew the history of the word. With that being said, I do feel like it's a learning lesson for her. And of course, hopefully when she gets out, she apologizes for it, of course. I don't think she needs to be canceled for it because, like I said, I don't know because it hasn't came out yet, but I don't think that she knows the history behind it. So we need to educate. Now, with the people who want her removed from the show, let me tell you how it works. I want her out the villa now. And I'm like, first off, they're like 3-4 days ahead of us. They're like 3 or 4 days ahead of us. So, what I'm saying? They probably have shot everything except for the finale at this particular point. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to happen right now. I do feel like they might take the, goddamn you. I do feel like they're going to take the, if y'all watch Drag Race, the pie approach and just edit her out since the show is over. The show is over. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are trying to equate it to Yulissa saying the N-word, which is also a slur. And even if she didn't mean it like that, that is an offensive term. And you're not supposed to be saying it. You know what I'm saying? That's known. That's known. And also, that stuff came out about Yulissa when the cast dropped. The cast dropped a week before the show. A week to 3 days prior to the show. That's why she was gone episode 2. Because they had already shot episode 1. And when it came out, episode 2, she's no longer there. So a lot of people were like, oh, she needs to be out. They got Yulissa out like that. That's because that came out prior to them filming. So they had time to find out about it. That's number one. And then act on it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think that they're just gonna really edit her. I think they're gonna just edit her out. And even if she did have the votes to win, I don't think they were gonna let her win because of, that is imagine we let her win the show and she's out here talking like this. That's not good. That's not good for business. I don't agree with what Sierra said, but fans trying to cancel her for using a slur is ironic. These Love Island fans use slurs after every single episode. Oh, baby, Kaylee said, I'm gonna tell y'all like it is. Because y'all definitely was in Olandria and Shelly's comments with the slurs. I don't think she meant it in a bad way, but it is very, very much so ignorant. Very much so. Yeah, slur is a slur, regardless of the impact to whoever. Yes. Slur is a slur. I don't know. That's my opinion on it. Like I said, a lot of people didn't. I'm just saying a lot of people don't know. Because when you just look in the comment sections and you look on the TikToks, and a lot of people don't know. They was like, what's the slur? I don't understand. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of ignorance out there. It is a lot of ignorance out there. It is. And now, like I said, the good thing about this is it is the opportunity to educate not just Sierra, but a population. So if people use that word as an adjective, because that's how she used it, as an adjective, now they know this is not appropriate. I can't say it like this. I cannot use that word because now I know it has a negative connotation. I now know the history behind it. You know what I'm saying? Now, if after you know and you continue, that's when you're being racist. That's when you're being disrespectful. That's when, you know what I'm saying? So I guess we really just got to wait on her apology. Exactly. Yeah, I feel like instead of canceling people, we need to educate because people really may not know or understand. I understand that Sierra was to constantly say slurs over and over, but she's not. Yeah, I mean, I don't get that from her. Like I said, I feel like she didn't know the history of it. But like I said, we got to wait on her apology to see, what angle she come at it. We can make the same argument about Latinos' previous name. A lot of people didn't know that was a slur either. Oh, Latos. I said Latinos. Right. However, it was labeled as an actual race, but I disagree. Yeah. And, with education, you know what I'm saying? Because they damn near bullied her to change her name, honestly. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Like I said, a lot of the context gets lost. I agree. Y'all will call Black people everything but a child of God, but when she was on the other foot, but she was wrong. Worst season ever. Straight to the point. Worst season ever. All right, y'all. We about to halfway in, so I'm gonna go ahead and get into the highlights of the week. So make sure y'all are liking the video. You think it's a 50-50 chance? Let me do this. Yeah. You think it's a 50-50 chance? Hold on. What's happening to my stuff? I can't read that. Oh, well. You think it's a 50-50 chance she get removed tomorrow since it's the recoupling episode? Okay, so with that, I have been seeing people speculate that she would get eliminated. And now they're hoping for Nick and Olandria sending Zach and Elon home. That's what I'm seeing. The Nick Olandria fans, that's what they're predicting. When did this come out, you guys? I feel like it came out maybe, what's today? Today's Saturday. Maybe Wednesday or Thursday. And like I said, the episodes that are airing have already been shot. That's the thing. Like, they're like 3 or 4 days ahead of us for real. If not 3 or 4, 2 to 3 days, but they're ahead of us. So I feel like this episode was shot. The episode we about to watch on Sunday was probably shot on probably Thursday. Oh, so I don't know. If she's gone, it will probably be the episode. Peacock didn't release about a cyberbullying for sure. Oh, that's something else people were know. Hold on, wait. Let me check my. I don't know what they. Oh hell, my dog stuck on my damn charger. He gonna start acting a fool. But anyways, I don't know if they because I remember taking a screenshot of something, but I can't remember if it came from the Love Island or if it came from the fan page Love Island USA. I think it came from Love Island USA News, which is the fan page and not the main page. But yeah, isn't that funny? Interesting. Matter of fact, they should put that PSA after every episode at this point. They should put that. Oh yeah, I did take a screenshot of a news article, but whatever. But they should put that after every episode at this point, at the beginning and at the end of every episode. All right. She knew. We don't know that. I'm pretty sure, like I said, it's because she used it as an adjective. I'm pretty sure she knew what it meant, but history-wise, I don't know. We gotta see. We don't know. Yeah. Sierra knew when she used the term correctly. Yeah, I'm not saying she didn't know what it meant. I'm saying she probably didn't know the history of it, because that's two different things. Another thing that they're gonna heavily edit her out. I do feel like some of the outrage is disingenuous because of the switch up, because of the switch that people did for Huda. What you mean? Nicolandria, you a fan? Not me. Who lived? Okay, yeah. Oh, the first watch already came out. I didn't even see it. We might watch that together. Okay, period. Thank you so much for coming in and showing love. We about to get to the highlights. We just got through the tea. So we about to get to the highlights of this week's episode. I saw that after they kept dissing, making fun of Vanna's look. Right. And we all had our opinion. But like I said, I'm not about to go and harass that girl on her page. Like, that's OD. All right, y'all. Y'all already know I get into it with my little bullet points just to make sure that I'm on track and not just rambling. And there's no dead air. So make sure y'all thumbs up the video. Drop your thoughts and opinions in the chat. Or if you're a part of the rewatch gang, squad, drop your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Let me talk about my rewatch gang. I'm going to need y'all to engage in the comment section. Like, y'all will come by. Y'all give me the view. Y'all give me a thumbs up. Y'all must be like my low-key, introverted subbies or something. I need my rewatch gang to drop in the comment section for real. Boost the video. All right, push it out there. All right, so this week, disclaimer, your fave could get it. I don't know who fans of who up in here, but I ain't fans of nobody up in here. All right, to me, I'm gonna state my opinion. What I feel like is right, what I feel like is wrong. So let's talk about the heart rate challenge, Shelly versus Huda. Let's give a scenario. You at the club with a friend. Now she's not your best friend, but she your homegirl. Y'all at the club. Okay, we chilling. Your man there. All right. Hey, everybody dancing. Everybody dancing, right? Yeah. Your good homegirl goes over and starts twerking on your man. Now he not your boyfriend, but she know that y'all talking. And she go over there and throw it back on him. Like the rent was due. Tell me you wouldn't feel away. Tell me you wouldn't feel away. Yes, you would. I know I would. Like I said, even if we don't have no title, if I'm just talking to him and you know that I'm talking to him and you my friend, so you say, and you go over there and twerk like the rent is due, baby, I'm going to be looking at you sideways. You know who else I'm going to be looking at sideways? The guy I talk to. Because why you letting her do all of that? So in my personal opinion, Shelly was not wrong for being upset with Huda. She definitely should have gave Ace that same energy the day of and not the day after, because she said the day after. But the day of, I'm on both of y'all head. Matter of fact, I'm on both of y'all head in the moment. Matter of fact, I'm snatching your ass up. You doing too much. What? Stop it. Everybody isn't The damn villa. She said she did too much. Right. The villa, the whole villa, a majority of the villa, because the Casa Boys was like, it's just a challenge. Granted, y'all just got here. So, of course, it's just a challenge to you. Y'all don't have no bonds and connections built. But if the Villa Boys say that she did too much, she did too much. If Huda said she did too much, she did too much. So I don't know what the fans aren't computing. Not all midnight ballerinas are loose. However, I wouldn't trust none of them around my man regardless. Midnight ballerina. Yes, that's the new term. Movie Bae, I thought of the same thing. I asked myself, like, we supposed to give Huda or anyone else because it's a challenge, like a pass? Right. Because, like, whenever something happens, I think to myself, if this was me, what would I do? Or how would I feel? I think like that. And I would feel away. If you don't feel away, you don't really like the dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely with Shelly on this. Huda is flagrant. Shelly could have went housewives and spilled a drink on her Thursday. Orgy Island, yeah. So that's my opinion about it. That's my opinion. And especially, I feel like Shelly did have a good argument with Ma'am. Because how many women on this show push the girl agenda? And this is no bias, I genuinely feel like this. If y'all have an example of somebody else saying it, please tell me. I feel like I have only heard Huda saying that. She's the only one saying, you're my sister, I love you. Now everybody will say it back, but I feel like she is the one that is pushing the girls rhetoric. I honestly do. Day one. I'm not your sister day one, bitch. I don't know you. I don't know. Okay, yeah. We love Island Sisters. Yeah, ooh, yeah. You're not my sister. Huda and Bella. Okay, I only recall Huda and Bella. And Bella not there no more. So if you are pushing this girl rhetoric, we are sisters. We stick together. We make a one big family. We don't look the same. If that's you preaching that, how dare you go to my strongest connection? Not my side nigga. My strongest connection. And give him the big finisher. It's Love Island. We all gonna kiss. That's fine. But Huda went above and beyond on my strongest connection. Nah, ma'am. No, I can't get behind that. Especially if you're the one with the girls agenda. I thought I was your sister. It's 6 other men you could have chosen from, but you chose my strongest connection. Now, I have seen or thought about the theory because it was Chris and Huda. So maybe they pulled Ace and Shelly because, Chris likes Shelly. So it's like, oh, I'll choose her partner then. And we could just do a little thing like that. That's fine. You can pull them as a couple. Sure. If you pull him as a couple, that's fine. But to give him the finish him moves, the Mortal Kombat finish him move, no, you didn't have to turn up like that, baby. You did not. You did not have to turn up like that. Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a stat. Then a lot of people are thinking, oh, well, it's just a challenge. One, reference the previous examples that I just stated. And if it's just a challenge, oh my bad. I looked at the comments. I think it's all of them in my opinion, but Huda is a big pusher for it. Oh yeah. I think the fans online weren't fully agreeing with Shelly because Shelly was kissing Chris 2 times. But I'm just saying Ace and Shelly are an actual right. And okay, I went back to kiss. Did I put my see in his face? I don't know. I put that. And if I did, that's not, you brought him back for me, right? So that's not a problem. He's also my connection. So that's not a problem. Like, okay. Now, if they use that argument for Shelly versus Ace, that's okay. If they use that argument for Shelly versus Ace, that's fine. But for Shelly versus Huda, no, you cannot. That's not a valuable argument to me. I don't understand. Right. Back to what I was saying. So if it's just a challenge, Huda, then why wasn't it just a challenge when Jeremiah was here and bombshells were coming in doing the challenge? See, what Huda doesn't do is something that I do. I put myself in other people's shoes. It's called the golden rule. We were taught this in elementary. Treat others how you want to be treated. If you didn't want nobody taking your strongest connection, doing all of that, Iris was just kissing Jeremiah. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't even off. She wasn't even doing all of that. She wasn't touching all of, she was just kissing him. And I get an exorcist, bitch. If you don't cut it the fuck out, I get cussed out. But it's just a challenge, right? Treat others how you want to be treated. At the end of the day, treat others how you want to be treated. People are also forgetting the nuance with Shelly and Huda, because Huda has not been the same friend to the girls that they are to her, and that's a problem. Right. Then you got to think context. A person like Huda has a history. She has a history of doing her friends wrong. And I say that because when it came to Hannah, yes, it's Love Island. Yes, it's Love Island. You can chat with whoever you want to chat. Right? We're not closed off. You can chat with whoever you want to chat. But why are you, hey, baby, can I talk to you for a moment? Huh? Can I talk to you for a moment? Why are you trying to sneak and do it? That's not a girl's girl. That ain't your, if Hannah is your closest friend in the house, and you couldn't even go to her and have a conversation saying, hey, you know, I don't have any connections in here. The only person I'm interested in is Pepe. How is your relationship? Is it okay if I pull him? Not even is it okay, but I'm considering pulling him for a chat. How would that make you feel? That's your best friend in the house. With the whole Jeremiah shit, Hannah was kissing your ass and feeding you bad information, giving you bad advice. Hannah was there for you. And you couldn't even give her the decency to let her know that you are going to pull Pepe for a chat. Instead, you go, hey, come, can I have a chat? She has a history of doing shady So excuse me if I don't believe that you didn't have any ill intent when you brought back Chris. Excuse me if I didn't have, you know what I'm saying? If I didn't believe that you didn't have any ill intent when you put your in my face. Excuse me, because you have a history of doing the things to your friends, to your sisters. Like what? I don't know if y'all let y'all friends get away with X, Y, and Z, but I don't, baby. You got one time to show me who you are, and that's a wrap for you. You have one time to show me who you are, and that's a wrap. The people are for y'all. Yeah, right there, my bad. I don't even think Huda knows how to be a girl's girl because I think she's a selfish person. I think she thinks being a girl's girl is just giving women compliments. I think that's what she thinks that is. You know, because she is quick to say, "Oh, but you bad." She's good for a good compliment, but it's more than just that. It's more than just hyping you up. It's more than that. According to people who have left, we didn't. Oh, who have left? We didn't see even a fraction of the Huda's crack. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. But kissing Shelly and Chris is different than damn near doing the nasty and Ace and Huda. Yeah. Apparently, yeah, we went over that through our tea session. And I said that's too much. And I don't even see it for Huda for real. And I wouldn't be doing all crazy stuff like that. Come on, y'all. They could watch the show and they could decide that by themselves. I tell you what, if her baby daddy wanted full custody, he could definitely use this show as evidence. This shit's unstable. Oh, I don't know. I haven't watched The Eliminated People this particular week because I needed to detox from Love Island. It was consuming my brain. So, yeah. Right. And then she be smirking, making these side comments. At least I got hit. Yeah. I was the highest. Yeah. You don't seem like you sorry. I don't like Shelly. Why? But it's not like it was a competition. She could have done that to Chris. If anything. Who is the she? I got lost. Ace loves having control. Oh, we gonna talk about him. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and move on. Because we getting stuck on this. All right, Shelly and Ace. Shelly versus Ace. In my personal opinion, they were both right and they were both wrong. Let me tell you, I guess, with the right part. So Shelly was right day 2 when she told Ace that she felt a way about how he engaged in that particular challenge, because he definitely flipped up her skirt, smacked on her ass. He was fully engaged. Putting his hand on her throat when they kissing. He was a full willing participant. So yes, he needed that energy too, Shelly. I'm happy you slept on it and realized. So Ace was wrong for being a fully engaged participant in that challenge. In Ace's eyes, he stated that she was wrong because, well, you doubled back to a man that you have a connection with. Hey, Wandy. Love you, boo. Y'all go check out Wandy. She living her best life this summer in New York, but it's summertime in New York, right, Wandy? But y'all still go check out her channel. She's mad funny, bro. Especially if y'all know us from Zeus. Y'all already know Wandy. What was I saying? Oh, so in Ace's opinion, Shelly was wrong for doubling back with somebody that she has a connection with. I can see both sides. She is right because you did too much, sir. And he is right because, well, you actually like this guy and you went back to him twice. Okay, bet. But could they say that? No, neither one of them could admit that they were wrong. And like I said, both of them were wrong, right? They're both right for how they feel. They both wrong for how they feel. Both of them played a part in how both of them feel at this very moment. What's between Shelly and Ace is an ego battle. She don't want to be right. I mean, she don't want to be wrong. And he damn sure don't want to be wrong. That is why they are where they at. So then Shelly tries to offer, okay, well, let's set boundaries in the challenge. That way, you won't, go too far and I won't go too far. Let's have that understanding. Here go Ace. Well, I can't set boundaries with somebody who's still exploring. Why not? Because I'm not going to ask them to close it out. That's like asking them to be my boyfriend. That's like me getting on one knee and asking you to be my husband. Like, I would never. I'm not going to close it off. You close it off. You haven't asked me to close it off. So what am I supposed to do, baby? If you don't want to close it off, I'm going to explore. But so while we are, and your connection is gone, that's the only reason you're really mad. Because if Coco was still here, you'd be exploring her and Shelly would be exploring Chris, and we might have a whole different situation right now. So if you don't want to close it off, well, let's at least instill some boundaries during this challenge so neither one of us could be hurt afterwards. I thought that was logical. But he goes back to the closing off. Well, then close it off. Then close it off. Is my mic loud? Let me turn my mic down. Then close it off. Like, what? Let me see. I think Pepe needs to... What? Okay. That was random. What y'all was talking about? Y'all probably been talking about something in the comments. I mean, I missed it. Ace wants Shelly to chase after him so bad, so manipulative, and I need Shelly to wake up and read him that right. Because, baby, we too old. We too old for this right now. Me and Shelly, I mean, I'm older than her still, but girl, we too old for that. Quit it. I would never let no 22-year playing me. What? Absolutely not. The boundary Shelly tried to set was that there should be limits as to what they can. Right. He's not trying to understand. He's trying to be right. Right? So this was a whole issue with Nick and Sierra as well, with the closing off. Nick trying to, I'm going to crash out if you do too much on Elan. I would have like, they crash out. The fuck? Because when Sierra came to Nick and told him how she felt when he was doing too much in challenges, here he talking about, well, I would be lying if I told you I wasn't interested in her. And, we're still open. I'm still willing to explore. But now that I have somebody to explore, you trying to put boundaries on. If I was here, I would have got my get back though, because I came to you and I told you how I felt. You didn't want to put no boundaries then. But now that I got somebody in the house, you want to put some boundaries. And that whole episode, that's why I labeled it, if y'all didn't see that episode, I labeled it close off or shut the fuck up. Because at this point, it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Ace and Nick got humbled with them when them Casa boys came back into the house. And they saw that, oh, we not the prime choice. Oh, our women not chasing us no more. You mean I don't have her wrapped around my finger no more? And then they started acting up. Yeah. Because the whole season, y'all wanted to play in their face. And now that they got some new, I was about to say new dick. Now's the problem. Now you don't want to explore. Now you want to close off. Oh, okay, bet. Now I'm the only one for you. Right. At least Nick closed it off. Ace couldn't even do that. Because why? They're in an ego battle. All right. Let's go to the Standing on Business challenge. This right here, Ryan. Ace said he was ready to go to war. And then as soon as battle started, he waving the white flag, baby. Waving the white flag. I said, what happened to war? Chris too. You came back to the villa with me being your number one. Let's get into it, Huda. Chris came back wanting to pursue Shelly, making it clear to you and to Shelly and to Ace that I'm still going to be on that. But when it came time to be on that, both of them niggas, nah, I'm cool. I would have dropped both of them. It wouldn't even take no mailbox stand on business challenge for me. I would have dropped both of y'all because neither one of y'all is stepping up to the plate. All that talking, y'all wouldn't about shit. And I can't respect nobody who ain't about shit. I don't know what people think. What happened to reality TV? Why would people sign up for it? Oh, because it's public opinion at this point. Dreadful Ruby, it's public opinion at this point. A lot of people are thinking about how they're being perceived on the outside world. That's why they're walking on eggshells and being inauthentic, and they saying it with their motherfucking chest because they worried about how people are gonna view them. And honestly, in this climate, baby, if I was on the show, they would hate me, but I'd be called all types of monkeys or whatever the hell they be saying. Shelly was valid point, but people can't see her side about Hood and Ace. I understand. Oh yeah, me too. I think Chris fell back from Shelly because Shelly didn't pick him at the casa. She picked Ace. You know what I think though? I don't think that, because when they came back to the villa, that's when he made her the 2 pancakes and a flower, and they had a conversation about my Shelly Amore. Nigga, where my song at? He fell back after he saw how mad Shelly got at the heart rate challenge. And he said that in that conversation with Huda, because she was like, I did too much, And he was like, but if they not closed off, I don't know why she would get so mad anyways. And that's when I knew. I said, oh, Chris, I said, Huda don't listen to nothing he's saying, because his opinion is skewed. Because he wants Shelly. And now he thinking, why she get so mad anyway? She must really like him. So that's why he started, let me fall back and let me focus on Huda. That's what happened. Oh, so that made her face swell up even more. Yikes, that's crazy. Yeah, Bezo, love you too. Shout out to you. Finally. They need to not cast establishment. That too, Holly. I agree with that. Matter of fact, hey Jasmine, how were there no grand gestures when Chris pulled Ace to tell him he was going to public? Well, like after the fact? Agreed. Because if you did all of that, sir, I'm waiting to be pursued. Matter of fact, that's probably what made Ace chub. If Shelly did pick Chris picked Huda. Well, if it on that recoupling, yeah. I want to make sure I got this definition right before I reply. Yeah, to deceive. I think, are you talking about like when I said I was kind of playing when I said that don't listen to him because his his mindset is view. I was like kind of playing, but that was my way of seeing that Chris had alternative mode. Like he was thinking himself, like, well, why would she be so mad if they not closed off anyways? But you know, Huda, she gonna take that and run with it. You right, they not closed off type shit. You know what I'm saying? Shelly likes Chris. Oh yeah, and yeah, she definitely likes him in that episode from yesterday when she had that conversation. I felt like she wanted to leave that door open, but she was like, but you got your connection, I got mine, so I wish we talked earlier. I said, oh, she like him, and realistically, that's who I feel like that's who should be. You don't need to be with a fucking 22-year-old. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, because both of them said that they was gonna. That both of them said they was gonna do it. So yeah, where my song at, nigga? What happened to my Shelly Amore? She straight told him, yeah, people make songs about me, yeah. He was like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to really come hard with this one. Didn't hold up to the pressure. Meanwhile, Huda don't have a connection. Probably won't get another connection. Let me just go over there. Let me just go over there. Not calling her easy, but I think it's safe to say she's a lover girl. She likes to be in a relationship. She's made that known. Yeah. Yeah, they should definitely be a fluid season. That would be interesting. Okay. Kadisha? That's that right? I think I didn't mind them until I think it was the mailbox challenge. I kind of just was like, I don't know about this. At first, I didn't mind, but I think, or maybe it was after the heart. No, okay, because this is what I liked, but it was kind of twofold. So okay, during the heart rate challenge, I know she was all sad, moping around, whoop de whoop, and he was there. He was very attentive to her extraness, and I say that as a person who is extra. Like ask my exes, a bitch is dramatic as fuck. I'm dramatic. So he was there, patient and attentive during that time. I like that. But at the same time, in the same breath, he was also... Well, no, he was holding her accountable. I feel like the next challenge is when he stopped holding her accountable. And he kind of just started enabling her. When they were in the speakeasy, that's when I was like, because he was enabling her. And I was like, that's not good. So, I was like neither here nor there with them at first, but now I skip them when they come on my TV. I can't. Talking to Chris, man, song about. Yeah, not that we've seen. I wouldn't have liked Chris pursuing Shelly so hard after he was comforting Huda about the harbor trade, right? Yeah, just would have made it want that. Yeah, he definitely wasn't going to after that. I feel like in his head, Shelly made her mind up by how upset she was. Hey, I didn't say that, man. Never want to see them again. No spinoff for them, please. I agree. Shelly is more his type. I was good off of Chris when he said he attracts emotion in the speakeasy. To me, that's when I was kind of like, because guys who attract emotionally unstable women, I feel like you go for emotionally unstable women because you know how to manipulate them. Guys are smart, y'all. They're smarter than we think. They know who to choose. They know who to try. They know who to choose. They know who to try. He called you down. Okay. No, he was very attentive in that moment, for sure. For sure. I'm over 10 years older than her, but I will say we know because it was a commonly used slur. Oh, you must be. Okay, I see what you're saying. A little bit behind. That's okay. I appreciate the rewatch. Yeah. Huda is going to be miserable when Chris is overseas for 9 months. Right. So during that conversation, she was like, it's cool. Da, 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 da. I was like, Huda, you know it ain't cool. You know you freaking out on the inside. You know you freaking out on the inside. You know you're freaking out on the inside. You could pursue multiple things. You know you're freaking out on the inside. Or maybe the medication works. Who knows? Reviewing, I don't know, but I know I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna check it out. I gotta check it out first because I don't know what it's gonna be hitting for. The little sneak peek that they showed, it really didn't just make me like, oh, I can't wait till this come out. You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely gonna watch. If it's worth reviewing, then I'll review. That makes sense. That makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Even if I just do like shorts about it, you know. All right, y'all. Let me continue. Where are we on? Standing on business. All right, Amaya. Them going at Amaya. Was wrong, obviously, because Austin, shut the fuck up. You didn't even have to put that on a no garbage. You didn't even have to. If you didn't have the balls to say that to her face when y'all were coupled up, don't put it on a no card now. That's number one. Number two, Ace, how are you gonna co-sign and then go try to comfort her when she cries? Sit your ass down. I'm happy Sierra said, go back. Because what do you want to do? Because when he go over there to console her, you know he's still gonna be talking shit. And Zach was wrong for dog piling. He was wrong for that. And y'all know that's my man. He was wrong for that. And I'm happy he acknowledged that he was wrong for that. I really wish that Austin had the balls to take Ace down, because Austin spoke for the people. He called him a ringleader, and he talked about his minions, and he said that you was wrong for getting Jeremiah out because he was damn if he did, damn if he didn't. Austin just didn't have the balls to stand on business. See, I think this cast thinks that simply stating something is standing on business. No, baby. Standing on business is standing on what the you said. So it's more than just saying it. Now you need to stand behind it. You need to have evidence. You need to have rebuttals. You need to get passion. What are you talking? That's standing on business. It's not just stating how I feel. And Austin didn't. But he tried to stand on business with Amaya. Sit your lanky ass back, Gumby. I wish somebody would have been like, excuse me, all the energy you giving to Amaya, Ace is right there. Then you got Austin on TikTok talking about Ace 5'6" on a good day. Why you didn't say that to him? Why you didn't say that to him? When Ace was like, you 6'5" and I'm 5'10", I would have been like, on a good day. No, you didn't have that energy. You didn't have that energy. You did not have that energy with him. So shut up. I want to hear nothing you got to say, Austin. What was Ace even mad before? I don't know, because he's little man syndrome. I have no idea. Movie Bae, if you was on this season, here you go, these questions. Would you be the outspoken one, even if they would maybe vote you out? So here's my thing. You stink, go eat. The type of person I am, and this is probably why I haven't been casted for any reality shows. I probably need to switch up what I say. But I am the type of person I am in real life. I am an observer. I'm a Scorpio. I'm going to peep the scene, and I'm going to stay low key. I honestly won't speak up until, one, I've had enough, or when I see people getting ganged up on or bullied. I don't, that's when I speak up, because I don't like that. I don't give up. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I will speak up when I see instances like that. And then if something just becomes too much for me. So like when Huda was calling Jeremiah a punk ass and telling him F you and all that, y'all know the episode. That's when I would have said something. Cause girl, calm down. You doing too much. You're doing way too much. Don't call that man out his name. You know what I'm saying? He ain't disrespecting you. Don't disrespect him. That would have been the day I said something. I feel like. When it comes to Maya, 3 versus 1, I would have said something. Because I don't. And I would have been on Shelly's side when it came to the Huda situation. Fully voicing my opinion. Because enough is enough. That's how I am in real life, though. That's how I am in real life. You wish you was more low key. Yeah, I'm a peep the scenery. I'm not gonna come in the room. I'm not an extrovert. I'm not gonna come in the room. Hey, what's up, everybody? I am not the life of the party. No, I'm the one on the wall with my drink in my hand, scoping, peeping what's going on. I'm gonna analyze you first to see who I am able to f with. Like, I wouldn't have been Hood friend first day. I wouldn't have been nobody friend first day. Probably Alandria and Shelly, because like, that's science. You're gonna feel comfortable with people who you got things in common with, right? But like, I have to watch you so I can learn you, so I can see how much of you I can take and how much of me you can take. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Now, I definitely would be a confessional gangster though, for facts, big facts, big facts. But when people get me there, don't get me there. I tell you that much. Don't come for me unless I send for you. Big energy on that. Don't come for me unless I send for you. Cause I'm not gonna stop. I am not gonna stop. I'm not gonna stop. That's about it. All right, let's see what else we gotta talk about. Taylor and Alandria, y'all. Here's my unpopular opinion. I'm not gonna say Taylor stood on business, because it wasn't really what he said. It was more so how he said it. Y'all understand what I'm saying? It wasn't what he said, because what he said, it made sense, but it didn't really make sense to what she was saying. It was more so how he said it. Like, he stopped the rocking, his hair wasn't, he got his hair out of his face, he stood up straight, his voice dropped a couple octaves, and he hit her with that, you feel me? You feel me? I said, oh, that's what made me feel like, okay, Taylor, say it with your motherfucking chest. Do y'all think Alandria tried to get her Serena moment? That's what people have been saying online. I just felt like I'm similar to Alandria when it comes to that. I'm gonna keep everything in until I can't keep it in no more. And I felt like she just couldn't keep it in no more, and she went off. I understood the passion, I did, but it was like everything she was saying was like, sis, you should have said that to yourself. You should have clocked it for yourself. Then she did try to pull that. Oh, I don't know if he told you, but he said he was still gonna pursue me. Clark said, yeah, I know. I said, oh, Landry, we down, bitch, we down. Oh, two, bitch, we down. Pimp down, pimp in distress. Yeah, I know. You thought you had one up on me? You don't. I know. He told me. And then if Olindria was like, do you feel like he's been making an effort? And Clark's like, yeah. I said, Clark, no. Say no. I was like, no, he hasn't. He's been with me. I don't know what he does. He be with me. I don't know. Y'all had one conversation. Olindria was correct, but Taylor did gag me a little when he made the yeah. And it's like, he was like, I choose Clark. Y'all want me to choose? I choose Clark. I said, again, bitch. This is 2 times he has chosen this girl over you. 2 times in 2 days, bitch. What's not clicking? Because Olandria, if you felt this way after the recoupling, you should have went off on him then. When he came over talking about, I think it was a heart rate challenge, I believe. And he was like, I still want to pursue you, which Taylor, I don't agree with that at all. You should have left it how it was. But when he came up with that energy, I'm like, no, because I feel like it's me. I feel like you never cared. Like, y'all not really having the conversations y'all need to be having with these dudes. I'm gonna get some information out your ass. I'm gonna get some information out you. I'm gonna ask all the right questions. No stone will be left unturned, bitch. I am not good for miscommunication because I am a communications major. I'm gonna make sure I know every answer to every question that I got. Everything needs to be crystal clear out this bitch. The fuck? And even if we had that conversation and he was like, I'm so interested in getting to know you, and if I didn't get breakfast the next day, bitch, you're not interested in me. Who you interested in? Not me. You didn't even make me breakfast. Bye. Hey. Sorry. Hold on. Okay, hopefully he be all right for a little bit. All right, let's speed this up a little bit. But yeah, he I will say he ate down with it. I choose Clark. I said again, Olandria. What more do you need? What more do you want from me? What more do you want from that man? Because at a certain point, bro, a lot of people was like, he never verbally told her. It was his actions. Well, now he verbally told her, and he's not giving her any action. So why is she still? I don't know, bro. Maybe, like you said, in the real world, you know, she won't have to see him again, so it's easy to cut him off. Maybe. All right, y'all. Let's see. What if Nick really saved Olandria for himself as his own backup plan, not for Taylor? Now that's some strategy for your ass. Olandria should have, because Taylor led her on. Yes, there were signs. Oh, see, that's what I just touched on. But yes, I want to be fair. Taylor was wrong for leading Olandria on. I'm trying to think, like, if we didn't know he wasn't physically attracted to her, would we feel the same way? Because she didn't know that. Because I wouldn't even... I don't know, because Taylor... If we didn't know that he wasn't physically attracted to her, would we think that he led her on? Because I don't think so. I feel like because we know that context, that's why we feel like this. Are you asking me how? Me? Because I think, I don't know if you're asking me, but like, I don't feel like we would think that he was leading her on because we didn't have that context that he didn't know her. I mean, you know, like her. But it just would have seemed like a relationship. You know how you date one person, right? And then you might meet another person and you like that person more than you like this person. So you break up with this person and go with that person. That's the real world. I wouldn't even call that leading on. That's just what happens. You know, I've been in my fair share of relationships. I broke up and been broken up with. Cheating is different. In the real world, it's hard to break up with folks that you hate, much less someone you may. Yeah, especially if you like them on a friendship level, that does make it harder. No, how did she not know? Oh, I mean, she didn't know because my opinion on that was how she didn't know is she already painted her future in her head. She wanted a cowboy, she wanted a ranch, she had her mind made up, and then a cowboy walked in, and now it's like, oh, this is the man for me. Even though he's not living up to your standards, he's not living up to the expectations. It's like, oh well, this is the man for me. And I have been a victim of that as well. I had my mindset, I'm gonna meet my man in college. Not the first guy, but I met a guy in college, and I just thought this has to be my husband. This has to be my husband, even though the standards of what I usually go for they weren't being met. But in my head, I said, this is my husband. I know. No, I did not know. No, I knew it wasn't, but I just tried to make it like it was. You know what I'm saying? So been there, done that. Sometimes you got to go through it to learn. You know what I'm saying? His actions did say it though. Not really pulling her for chats. Oh no, I feel like they chatted. He gave her one date. He didn't compliment her. The kisses were like, Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that too. Shut. Oh, I forgot. Dreadful is behind, y'all. Olandria should have noticed though when Nick and Olandria came back and Taylor Hood. That too, that would have been a red flag for me. He did not act like he liked her at all. It was a fantasy. His actions. I would have gave Taylor the Shanana Boop. I know this. What is that? Where's that from? I know that. Where's that from? Unpopular opinion. Olandria pulled a hoodie and mentally closed off for Taylor, but he didn't. Elaborate. I'm confused. Okay, because I'm like, where's that from? Oh, right, got it. Wait, let me evolve the theory. What if Sierra gets evicted and the only way Nick can stay is to come over? Yeah. We went through that. That's what y'all want. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into this last challenge, the America Says Challenge. How many of y'all voted? I did. And it was hard. I'm not going to hold you. I messaged, I was in a group chat with G and Legend. I said, y'all, this is hard because I can't stand none of them. I can't stand any of them. Her friends definitely, hold on, holy moly. Her friends definitely enabled her because one day it's F him. And then the next day it's like, well, what about Taylor? What the? Shelly? Girl, F that man. And then the next day you say that she needs to go talk to Taylor. That don't make no sense. You did? Not if it was up to me. I mean, Shelly. Okay, so on most of my stuff, I had Amaya high, Shelly and Olandria were high because it was like, you know, who would you trust and who would you want to go on a vacation with, and girls trip. Yeah, who would you want to go on a road trip with? They didn't even show all the questions on the episode that we actually had on the app because it was like 10 questions on the app. It was a lot. It was probably like 4 for the girls and 4 for the boys, and then 1 for and like 2 for the couples. So yeah, and like I said, most of that is basically like, you know, familiarity, who I'm comfortable with. Oh, and Adelina, I read Adelina high too because I think she's funny. So like all the black girls, yeah, I'll go on a road trip with my black girls, of course. Who would I trust with a secret? You know, Amaya seems genuine. She seems trustworthy, passionate. And I know Scorpios, we loyal, so I would trust her for sure. Landria was a little bit lower on that one. And that's because when she was in that makeup room and she told everybody, oh yeah, Bella and Nick kissed Bella down, and I was like, that was fucked up. That was fucked up. So yeah, she was a little bit lower on that one, but yeah, Amaya was definitely high. Shelly was high, and yeah, Adelina was kind of in the middle. All the Casa girls were towards the end because I don't know them, and Huda was definitely dead ass last when it came to me. I'm not even gonna hold it. Huda and Jaden were definitely last when it came to me because absolutely not. Jaden, I lose brain cells, and Huda not my type of girl. For the guys, I had who was high for the guys? I think I did Pepe pretty high. Nick basically because of his personality, you know. I think he's a funny guy, so if it was like, you know, which guy is boyfriend material, which guy is this, which guy is genuine, you know what I'm saying, which guy would you want to go on a trip with, da-da-da. It was mostly because of his personality. So I had Nick high, Pepe high, and Zach, because that's my man. He's fine to me. It's a fine guy. And low, I had Ace lowest, and I had Austin lowest. Austin because he talked too slow for me. TJ was kind of low too because, and Chris was low too because, okay, so let me tell you why. So Chris was low because of the Tory Lanez. TJ was low because of Andrew Tate. Ace was low because we would bump heads way too much. Two dominant personalities, no. And Austin because I'm losing brain cells, and of course, if we're not even gonna talk politically, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I voted. Yeah, because I'm like Chris, he was a Tory Lanez supporter, and it's one thing to listen to his music because I still listen to Tory Lanez music, not all the time, and y'all know it's real hot girl shit over here, but like some of the Chicks Tape songs are like some of my favorite songs. So if I'm in the mood, I'm gonna listen to his music. But I would never, in my right mind, be like free Tory Lanez all on the internet. No, that's a different level. That's a different level of support. And to me, that tells me who you are. So, and that does not gel with who I am. When it comes to TJ and the Andrew Tate-ish, that does not gel well with who I am. That man was convicted of all types of SA charges. Misogynistic. He started this whole red pill theory with the incels and men thinking that, I can't get behind it. Can't get behind it. And like I said, Austin just don't. I feel stupid every time he starts talking. So I can't. No. Oh yeah, and they talked about her and Jeremiah. Would you go on a date with Taylor, Ace, TJ, Chris, or Austin? Ending the date with a long kiss as well. Honestly, ugh. I'm sorry. I was about to say Taylor, and then I was like, no, not with the kiss. Oh, fuck. You know what? It would have to be Taylor. I don't know. It would have to be Taylor. I don't know. Because look at this picture, y'all. Taylor looked good. I am not gonna hold you. At this America Says challenge, he looked good. When he started clenching his jawline, I said, now that's that model that people be talking about. He looked good. If he went on a date with me, first date looking like that, he could get a kiss at the end of the night for sure. Yeah. But like I said, me and Ace butt heads, TJ and Chris, I don't agree with and Austin, fuck no. It would have to be Taylor. It would have to be. All right, so being humbled. Shelly and Ace were definitely humbled. I personally feel, don't look at me like that, D. Taylor is looking better and better. Yes. I like it when he have his hair up. I really do. Don't look at me like that. I can kiss. So I can teach you how to kiss. Just like when Clark and Taylor had, I think, their first kiss on the dock, and he started it, but she took lead. That's what would have to happen. You follow me. You follow me. Follow my lead on this. Follow my lead on this one until you get it down. Yeah, right. I personally feel responsible for humbling Ace, and shout out to me because he needs to be knocked off his high horse. He does. You think you that guy because you came in here with a mass following, and you probably think you that guy just in general, and now you know that you're not. Now you know that you're not. When it comes to Shelly, what I think is people grouped Shelly and Ace together because this was after the heart rate, but before the mailbox challenge. So it could be because of the heart rate challenge with the hood rats, or it could be because they grouped Shelly and Ace together because people think that they gaming. They think that they are manipulating the show. So I feel like that's why Shelly was down there. Similar to like Taylor and Clark. Clark was down there because of her association with Taylor. Yeah, some people think, oh, she gives that mean girl, she's smug, she be grinning. Don't be weird. Don't be weird. Especially if y'all have seen like the clips of her like pre-Love Island. That's that girl face. Like that's what she does. That's just how she holds her face. We can't get upset at people's facial mannerisms, bro. Come on. I don't give a fuck about no hibachi breakfast. Also go through every bombshell. Exactly. Oh yeah. A lot of people online didn't understand how could they rate this man no boyfriend material. I went over this in my last review, so I'll keep it short. I rated him like number 8. No, number 9 for boyfriend material. And Austin was definitely 10. Because Ace, and like I said, it could be because we have clashing personalities, but mostly with his communication skills. He's very closed off. He has a condescending tone. He's passive aggressive. It's like, no, he's not gonna yell at you. He's not gonna cut you out. He ain't gonna call you out your name. But it's how he talks to people that I don't quit. And I didn't like how he treated Amaya. And of course, now you button heads with Shelly because you have an ego. You can't admit when you're wrong. That's not boyfriend material. You gonna have to do more than a hibachi breakfast and bring me a flower when you're mad than to keep me around. I'm just saying, because communication is big. I'll keep it short. Dead. All right, y'all. Mass elimination. Who would y'all have? Oh, I know y'all gonna say Taylor. Who would y'all have? Matter of fact, let's do it. Who would you have stood behind during this mass elimination? Who would you have stood behind? I would have. It also depends on my relationship with the people in the house, but I would have stood behind TJ. Oh, you're right. Adrina, my girl, but she ain't got no connection in the house though, because that's my girl. I love her so much. She is so funny, and people be calling her boring. Y'all only calling her boring because Brian called her boring, and Brian called her boring after she said that she wanted to start talking to other people. Come on now. Come on. Keep it a buck. He didn't feel that way until she said, yeah, it's cool, we in a couple, but I'm still interested in exploring. Now, all of a sudden, you going around telling everybody I'm boring. That's funny. And Adrina, I just wouldn't have stood behind her because she don't have no connection in the house. But that is my girl though. I love her. I love her so much. I would have either stood behind Taylor or TJ. And most of that would be based off of if I'm cool with Olandria in the house. I just like TJ and Iris together. Like I said, y'all know I don't really care about TJ, but I like them together. Like they just chill. They both shady, but they chill. And they look good together. And it look like they like each other. You know? So yeah. And that could be me biased because I don't like Huda either. So every time Adrina would make a comment about Huda, I'm like, exactly. Like Adrina was the closest person to what I would be like in that house. Cause she I don't know. I would have said it while she was in the room though. I'm like, why you coming here slamming all these damn doors? Calm down. You want somebody to ask what's wrong with you so bad, bitch. Let it go. Like, you know what I'm saying? At that point, because I would be over Huda. At this point in the show, I would be over Huda. But maybe because I was agreeing with the comment that Adrina was saying. Maybe. Yeah. Taylor was in the first 4 weeks. I couldn't vote for him. But you don't know that. If you were in the villa, D, if you were in the villa, who would you have voted for? Aw. It's how that work. People be getting these Botox and stuff when they like 20 years old. Like that's aging you. You're gonna have to keep doing that in order to keep that up. Oh, baby, that is a big word. I'm gonna have to look that one up. Hold on. TOBE. I don't even know what that is. TOBE. Sympathetic. Pathetic. Oh, that ain't no word. I think you just accidentally typed it together. Or is it a word? No, I don't see it up. Oh, I think you just didn't put the spaces. Okay, because I'm like, what is that? To be sympathetic. Okay, babe. Not my dumb ass. I'm like, Toby sympathetic. What's that? Because y'all know people be throwing out these words, breadcrumbing and love bombing. I'm like, what is this? This a new one? Leave me alone. Woo, I'm dead as fuck. I'm dead. I have no filter. I would have wanted her to try me so bad. So you an instigator though. I'm not an instigator, but I'm definitely, girl, stop slamming these damn doors. The fuck? And just like Adrina, see, this is why that's my girl. When they was in the fire pit and Huda was over there off to the side, and Amaya finally was like, hey, Huda, da-da-da. And Huda was like, I just want to be left alone. Adrina said, let's leave her alone. I said, yes, because that's what she wants. She wants attention. Maybe that's why I like that. Maybe that's why I like her. She be saying what I'm thinking. Regardless if it's to their face or behind their back, she be saying what I'm thinking. Maybe that's why I fuck with her. All right, y'all. Last. Do y'all think Sierra was wrong for standing behind Taylor? And then we could talk about Amaya real quick so I can go get me something to eat. Yep, we were just talking about that right now. Thank you, girl, for keeping me on track, girl. Yep. What do y'all think about Sierra standing behind Taylor? Now, as expected, I felt like she did it for Nick, and she did say that she did it for Nick because he would be devastated to see Taylor go home. No, she did it for her man. She was supporting her man. Or do y'all think she should have tried to force a tie between Adrina and Taylor? But honestly, this is how I think they would have this is how I feel like they would have settled the tie. Now, okay, everybody else, y'all eliminated. Now we just have Adrina and we have Taylor. Now stand behind who y'all want to keep. I think Taylor still would have won because Brian wasn't going to stand behind Adrina. I don't think. I don't know, because I don't think Chris liked Adrina either because he cool with Brian. You know what I'm saying? I still think Taylor would have stayed even if it was a tie, because to me, that's the only way to break the tie. All right, she was dead wrong. I'm glad Amaya ain't know what Huda said to her. Oh, that's why I want. Thank you. Please remind me about this. Please remind me to talk about predictions because movie night. Thank you. If they have one. That's what she said, but she did it because of that kid. Why do you think she was trying to get her get back, huh? Hey, man, you can't be mad at it. You can't be mad at it. If Sierra did it for her get back, touche, bitch. Two motherfucking shake. People be lying, so she definitely did it because Nick and O-Kid. Hey, two motherfucking shake. If she did, as a Libra, I'm disappointed in Sierra. She gives September Libra. Hey, you see, Ryan, you one of them, huh? You one of them separated by months? All right, Sierra was playing the game, right? So she would say that she is fake. I don't like her now. Aw, and Cece was my number one girl. I'm kind of like this on her now. But some people say it was gameplay because TJ and Iris were a strong couple. I thought she was gonna stand behind TJ. I did because she said Iris is her girl. TJ and Iris and Nick and Sierra have had couples chats. Like obviously Nick allegiances to Taylor, so I thought they would split the difference and she would vote for TJ. But that's why the girls better get in house is BS. Nobody gives a. But you know what? I don't see. I have never heard Sierra spreading that. Like I said, like that's why I tried to establish it towards the beginning of this video because I feel like Huda and y'all said Bella were the ones that really was walking around saying that for real. You my sister. I'm a girl's girl. Yeah. The thick girl, not the thick girl, would have been saved if Olandria didn't waste her vote. Yeah, I think she and Elan too. I think they stood behind them because nobody stood behind them. Because Elan stood behind Grayson because nobody stood behind her, and she probably wasn't going to get anybody to stand behind her. None of the guys were going to stand behind Austin, and Jaden would have stood behind Austin, but she was on the chopping block too. So, you know what? Let me just stand behind. You know what I'm saying? Just so you won't feel like, damn, nobody with me for real. Why, D? Do y'all think the guys got to them? Because that's why I feel like Shelly started acting different when she was coupled up with Ace. And I feel like because he was spitting that gameplay strategy in her ear. So Nick could be doing the same thing to Sierra. I agree. TJ wasn't going to be saved, though. He didn't have enough votes. That's true. That's why I would have done it for girl code. I would have done it because Iris is my girl. I believe in y'all union. Even if he's still gonna go home, you know that I stood for this. This was what I wanted. Even if he was gonna go home, this is who I give my vote to. You know what I'm saying? So like it don't matter if he's going home or not. It's been made known that I choose y'all. So that's why if I was Sierra, that's what I would have done. Especially, it's a good cover too, because if you were trying to get TJ and Iris at the house, it don't matter because she was the last one to go. It don't matter if I stood behind him or not. So my cover would be not blown. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta know. They don't know how to be strategic for real. When it's time to be strategic, they don't know how. Yeah, especially, I'm not gonna hold you because all the white people definitely would have voted for TJ and Iris to win. They probably like, well, we don't want no POCs to win again. We need to vote for TJ and Iris. And then we would have been like, how the hell TJ and Iris win? It's because of the white people came out of it. I'm just saying. I look, he kind of feel like that. She backstabbed Iris and Olandria in the same day. She did? You think so? All right, y'all. Let's go to the last thing. Amaya. Ooh. That's a good question. At this point in the show, yes. Yes. Yeah, I heard about that. I have not watched UK Love Island. I watched whatever season they're on now. I watched episode 1, and I just wasn't intrigued to continue to watch, so I stopped watching. Baby, the hideaway was the villa. They didn't get a nap about no hideaway. They said, we're going to bust it wide open right here. I think the voted fan favorite. But here's the only thing about that. They don't want to give it away as to who was the favorite, you know, because then people would be like, oh, they probably gonna win or what have you. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna reveal who's in the bottom as opposed to who is the top person. Y'all know who needs to go to the hideaway. All right, y'all. Amaya's edit. Let's talk about Amaya's edit, and then we could head on out of here so I could go get me some barbecue because I ain't had none yesterday. The first time, no, I would not have said anything. The second and third time, absolutely, because now y'all being disrespectful. Now y'all don't give a. The first time, you know, okay. The first 20 seconds, if I heard it. Okay. But to continue to do it, I feel like it's disrespectful at this point. Especially if you don't know how to be quiet. Even if it sounds like macaroni, you still not quiet. Y'all too loud. Exactly. They hideaway is the bedroom. Yeah, a little bit. Because Amaya definitely was up there. And right now she is the fan fave because she hasn't gotten on people's nerves as much as everybody else, honestly. That's why. Because I remember when everybody was against Amaya when she went at Shelly about the Ace situation. Everybody's like, oh, I don't like her. Da, da, da. But now she fan favorite. Y'all blow with the wind. Y'all just like Sierra. Y'all go with the wind. Amaya's winner edit. Are y'all here for Amaya's winner edit? She did get like #1 on all categories. As a matter of fact, most genuine, trust with your secrets, couple on vacay. She was #1 on all of them. Yeah, that's crazy. She was #1 on all of them. Now we finally got her coupled up. Well, you know, with a suitor, Brian. Everybody's saying they're gonna vote for them just because these are the least 2 problematic people on the show. Hey, do y'all think that Brian is being strategic, or do you think he really likes Amaya? That's the question. I feel like that is the question a lot of people are split on. We will, Jennifer. That is the question that a lot of people are split on. Is Brian genuine, or is it for strategy purposes? It's like I want to believe that he's genuine, but at this point of the game, you kind of got to think, is it strategy? Adelina's mama came online and said that her baby booty is real. And I did go back and see, like, she's been in pageants and stuff like that. Yeah, that ass is real. It's not fair. Brian liked Amaya before the challenge. Did he like her before the challenge, or did he just take up for her before the challenge? Matter of fact, liking somebody as a person is different from wanting to get to know them. So I feel like he likes her as a person. Yeah, sure. But interest, he had to go through Adelina, Jaden, before he even got to Amaya. So it kind of made me feel like, because if you was really interested, you would have tried to shoot your shot in Casa. Or even after Adelina didn't want to F with you no more. But instead you went to the white girl. So I don't know. I don't know. It's like she never nobody's first choice. It's like she's never anybody's first choice. What scene was that? Did he say it to her, or he said it about her? Matter of fact. Oh, I remember when they were sitting down in the beach chairs. Yeah, he dropped some gems. But also, hold on, wait. Who was that? Nah, Jaden hadn't gone home yet. But he dropped some gems. I suppose. But if Jaden didn't go home, if Jaden was still there, he would not be on Amaya top like that, bro. I can bet my bottom dollar. I think Brian wasn't sold on Amaya yet because of her reputation at first. I could see that. Chris and Elan, not Brian though. And that's the thing, like they could say she fine, but they don't want to get to know her. That's different. No, but for real, that was come here. Oh, not come here. I'm like, you come here. Hey Maria, come over here. You come over here. If y'all know where that's from, y'all a real one. I bet y'all don't though. I bet y'all don't know where that's from though. Hey Maria, come over here. I'm sorry, I just had a thought in my head. That was funny. All right, y'all. I was about to go to him too. Let's talk. Ryan, I'm over you, girl. Okay, here I come. He took up for her, but I didn't know if that meant that he liked her. He's friends with Zach. I don't think he wants to step on his toes. Okay. Possible. I still think if Jaden was there, he wouldn't be talking to Amaya. And if he did, I definitely would think it's strategic. Oh, you said you wish. Okay, because I was about to say, no, she didn't. Yeah, I wish too. Because they definitely stopped talking and she started that giggling shit, and he knew, all right, she want to kiss. He knew she want to kiss. Come here. But honestly, when Amaya walked down the stairs too, I was like, oh, I like this. I liked her outfit with the slick back. I said, yes, Amaya. And I said, okay, Brian noticed it too. Everybody talking about, yeah, she had to pull out them a move for my ancestors with that moo. Put the on them. I don't remember Brian being in that conversation, but if y'all say so, I hope it is genuine. I hope so. It's just at this point in the game, you gotta kind of be like, And now that they know that she's America's sweetheart, it's like, was that the extra he needed? I put my trust. Now I can agree with this. I put my trust in Brian over Zach. I can't agree with this. I can't agree with that. And I like Zach, but friends is what they should be. Eager beaver. Everyone breast styles, dresses, and a milestone in her right. And pulling in that movement. You feel me? All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and do some predictions for movie night. If there is a movie night, and I told y'all this in my last video, if there's a movie night and they go easy on Huda, I will not be watching the show. I might not even finish the recaps. I'm not gonna hold you because it tells me what they're trying to do. Okay, the hate for her online has died down. Stop with the arc. Stop it. Redemption arc. Stop it. The hate has died down. Well, you can stop now. Because there are things. Oh yeah, somebody mentioned it earlier. Hopefully, they give that clip of. But we still got like 4 or 5 episodes left. You know what I'm saying? Like they got time. What else we gonna do? Talk all day? Hell no. I don't even think that they meet the families. There's only one closed off relationship. So you know. But award show. What's the award show? Kind of like superlatives. But that clip with Huda talking about Amaya, especially because Amaya has been there for Huda. And it's like when I first got in here, you saying you don't trust me and I'm sneaky and I'm a bitch. And time to go, y'all. Light the cut off. I feel like she needs to know that. Of course, the Nick and Olandria kiss, because it's definitely more passionate than what they have been saying to Sierra, to what they have been leading on. But if Sierra's gone, does it matter? Taylor ain't gonna give a Taylor ain't gonna care. What's another thing that y'all think should be on there? The uncut version. Like who kissed each other on that first blindfold challenge? Yeah. The uncut version of Huda and Ace need to be. What else y'all think should be there? I want to see some unseen clips, some things that we haven't seen before. I would like to see some of that. But yeah, that's really it. Oh, Taylor talking to Ace about how he's not attracted to Alandria, because I do want Taylor to take accountability. I really do. I want that for him. Give him his redemption. Ace and Taylor conversation. Huda talking about a Maya conversation. And Iris, for that matter. Huda secretly writing the note to Grayson. That needs to be in there. What else was it? Oh, Nick and Alandria kiss. All the little white lies Huda has played, but if they just want to give her like 1 or 2 clips, then fine. But Ace confessional saying that he loves Coco, that she is his type on paper. Yeah. I don't even think he even said that about Shelly at all. Okay, it was called The Graphics on the UK, but they show clips based on categories. So still lead people to seeing things that they didn't know. If they don't have enough for movie night, that could work. Oh, okay. Okay, bet. Ryan, I'm not 100% sure. I've only seen season 6, and that was a long time ago. I don't know if there was any unseen things. I'm just being hopeful, you know. Right. Yeah, she said she wasn't on her level. She said that she don't trust her. She's messy. She messy and I don't like her. I just don't like her. Something about her I just don't like. And this was after the challenge. It was during the challenge, right after the challenge, and then later on in the day. That whole day, she was talking bad about Amaya. That whole day. And then of course when Iris came in, she's sneaky. She doesn't tell us everything. I don't trust her. Like, girl, you don't know her. Oh, that would be a good Casa. We have to have Casa clips. And Nick definitely was going hard on Jaden. Jaden just didn't pick him. Yeah, Sierra needs to see that too. I think they usually do. I think on After Sun they do some clips. I know one time they did at least. Oh yeah. She will, yep. That I think movie night is usually after Casa, so it would be week 5 as opposed to week 6. Movie night is usually like week 5. It is after Casa though, because a lot of the girls, especially because when the guys be over there acting up, they get to see what they men was really doing. Like Aaron last season. Aaron last season, he didn't bring a girl back from Casa, but he was over there doing the fool in Casa. What the? All right, y'all. Maybe I'm not the flower you should be. Maybe I'm not the rose that you should be smelling. Woo! Y'all have any final thoughts and opinions? I can stay on here for at least 8 more minutes. Y'all got any final thoughts, any questions, any predictions? As y'all do that, I'm gonna say, what a season, right? I do plan on reviewing Big Brother. I'm gonna check out Beyond the Villa. And I want to do Love Game season 1. I'm not gonna review it, but I want to watch it because I started episode 1, didn't finish it. If something don't hold my attention, baby, I'm quick to turn that shit off. But and that's mostly for research purposes, because I have a pitch in my head for a show, and I need to make sure it's not like Love Island games. So yeah, but mostly for research purposes. All right, let's see what y'all got going on, and who are y'all winners too? Predictions on winners. All right, let's see. They better not have replaced movie night with that mailbox bullshit. I think they did the Twitter challenge with that mailbox bullshit. That's what I think. The Twitter challenge and the most and least ratings, I think that was the Twitter challenge. Huda was still mean to Iris and saying that she wasn't a girl's girl, but Huda came to her, tell her about Iris and Jeremiah's date. Right. Pull her, talk about, tell me how the date went. I would have been like, it went how it went. Matter of fact, if I was Iris, I would be like, can I pull you for a chat? No, not right now. And whatever happened after that would happen after that. I would have to feed off by what she say. I was like, not right now. I think you just too hostile. I think you should calm down for a moment before I talk to you. Prediction first. Amaya. What are you talking about? Third and fourth. Are you talking about it with their couples for winning? Probably. Yeah. We about to see the New York and Amaya. I hope so. OMG, I forgot about the Twitter gang. Yeah, they took that out. Olandria, I'm sorry to her fans, but it's getting embarrassing at this point. Low-key can send everybody home. Taylor and Clark are your winners. Out of everybody who's here, yeah, it's between Amaya and Brian and Taylor and Clark for me, honestly. And it used to be Nick and Sierra. Y'all know Cece was my number one girl. Nick was my number one boy. They were my number one couple. But I feel like the more I watch, Nick really isn't into her. Nick really is not into her at all. So, and I think, honestly, the Nick Olandria day, I feel like that made me kind of see how he treated Olandria. Not even just like, because I don't think that they are compatible. I never wanted to ship Nick and Olandria, but just how he talked to her, how he walked her down, how he complimented her, like the light in his eyes, the joy in his smile. It is vastly different, parallel to how he acts when he's with Sierra. So I think that's kind of what made me open my eyes a little bit, like, this is how it looks when you like somebody. Even if it's just admiration, my man needs to look at me like that from year 1 to year 15. Okay, do you hear me? I want to see Huda run up on what? The girl says this is not Baddies Love Island. I hope they have a season 7 reunion. Fat Pepe and Jalen were like, yeah, we ain't leaving. Yeah. Oh, these are y'all winners. Amaya and Brian, Shelly and Ace, Olandria and whoever, which will probably be Zach, Iris, Pepe, and my preference. What about Taylor? Y'all forget about Taylor and Clark. Am I doing a live on Sunday or Monday? I do episodic reviews and I do lives on Saturday. So with next week being the season finale, right? Next week is the season finale. I think next Sunday is the season finale. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know what? You're right. Because if next Sunday is the season finale, I might go live on Monday. Because I usually go live on Saturday. I might do both. Saturday and Monday. Why not? Has anyone declined a call? I could pull you for a chat. I don't know. I definitely would have plenty of times. If I like Shelly, yeah, can I talk to you? I don't want to talk to you right now. I think it's best that you let me calm down. That would be me all day. My bad. That's why I was gonna talk to you. She killed Huda with kindness every time. I could see that. Winning prediction: Amaya, Huda. Did I already go to that one? I wouldn't mind if Taylor and Clark came in fourth. How much money do they? I don't think they get no money, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they don't get no money. All right, so a lot of y'all saying Amaya and Brian. Oh, wow. See, that conversation at first, it had me raising red flags. Because I was like, he basically want to make sure that you're not my bitch. But then I thought about it, like, honestly, though, if we're going to be on opposite sides of the country, if she was in Florida, if they were in the same state, I would be fully expecting that, no, you're my boyfriend. Yeah. But they across the country, like, And he definitely probably ain't gonna talk to Sierra now if she losing all these endorsements and stuff like that. Aw, Wandy. All right, y'all. We about at the 2-hour mark. 2-hour mark. Yes, Big Brother coverage. Yes. I don't know if I'm gonna do episodic or weekly though, but I will be doing Big Brother for sure. Games. Gonna be casting soon. I doubt any of the couple are staying together. So you gotta be, cause yeah, like I said, I only watched one. Hold on, Love Island Games. I thought they came in as singulars though. Cause I remember I only saw episode 1, and I know Ray liked Imani. That's all I remember. Cause I remember now he gonna be on the Netflix show, and I was like, oh, I've seen him before. And of course, I hear about Imani because she like one of the baddest bombshells in Love Island history type shit. So yeah, he definitely talked way too much and way too fast. All right, y'all. Oh, do they now? Aw. Well, that will be hopefully exposed on movie night. Thank y'all so much, you guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning into the live. Y'all have outdone yourself again. Last week, we probably had about like 30 people max in the chat at one time. This week, we up to like 53 people in the chat. Thank y'all so much. Please make sure, if you haven't done so already, thumbs up the video. I got 52 people. I got 52 eyes on me right now, which means I need 52 likes at least right now, right? I appreciate y'all so much for coming through. I really do. Like I was about to go on a whole rant, but that about sum it up. I really do appreciate y'all for coming through, engaging with me in the chat. Especially if you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button, because like I said, we do episodic reviews and we do weekly live. So join the Love Island community that we have built. I've gained like over 200 subscribers from Love Island alone this season. So make sure y'all join that community. If you're into competition reality shows, I do that. If you're into love shows, I do that. If you're into movies, especially throwback movies, I do that as well. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned, and I appreciate y'all, and I will see y'all next time. Bye.